Okay, now I know what you're gonna say, that buying a subscription to social media to get verified is stupid. 1 month ago, October 6th or 5th, I found out that Twitter it has a subscription service so I can edit my tweets. So when I tweet something and made a spelling mistake, for example, I could have the possibility to edit the tweet 30 minutes in. I don't remember how many times, so I paid that $5. But the edit function happened when 1 month later in November, when 2 days, maybe 3 days before that happened, Musk announced that we're gonna get verified on Twitter. Whoever pays not $5, $8, but with the tax, it goes $9. So 100,000 people, 150,000 users of Twitter paid to Twitter Blue, and if you multiply that with $9, Twitter made in matter of days, maybe day 1 million. So 1,350,000 dollars, and you can make jokes and go to metaverse, and make NFTs, but that's good too, like people. Metaverse lost 1.4 billion, because people like Zuckerberg and Musk wanted something new. Zuckerberg Mark saw the vision of crypto and the NFTs, and okay, you can make art and music and that's all nice, the designs, but the main reason businessmen like and businesswomen like crypto is because in some countries you don't get taxed. So if you're making 5 million a year and you go to a country that doesn't tax crypto, that's yours. But I don't know how it works if you transfer, like if you make the Bitcoin to dollars or that currency of or euros, like don't they find out that you made 5 million? Does it stay crypto forever? And my point of making this video is like, will Metaverse or else Facebook see what Musk did with Twitter? And Musk saw that many people scam everyone on Twitter and said, no, we're gonna shut it down for now. And then some days later, like, he said, no, we relaunching it again in the end of November. And here it says it will cost $800,000 per month to manage 100,000 fake accounts, for example. Yeah, but they made profit. They made over $1 million, in a matter of days, and people can see that it's more than getting verified. Less ads. I still see ads with Twitter Blue. You get super follows. Nobody's talking about that. People pay you if you have 10,000 followers and over. You can make $225 a month. I don't know what the subscription service. There's like an OnlyFans style. I'm not saying you're gonna sell nudes, but there's a lot of porn on Twitter. There's a lot of shit on Twitter that you find on Pornhub and OnlyFans. And Musk says that they're gonna monetize it better than YouTube, but parents don't allow the kids seeing porn on Twitter, so Musk has to do something about that. Parents, even YouTube, but YouTube has YouTube Kids. Like YouTube has this thing here. Not even YouTube Kids. You go here if you're a parent and you want your child to go on YouTube, you create it for your child channel, and then you go where it says restricted mode down here on the right. You click on, look what happens when I activate. This ass right here is gonna disappear when I activate. So let's see, no ass, no titties, no nothing. They even have Kendrick, but that's a new video, have to see later. That's the guys kissing, okay. And it's still weird, it's still weird with the restricted mode. I don't know how YouTube manages it. No filters, 100% accurate. So this saying is not accurate in 100%. If you wanna make money, as a company, you need to convince the clients that what you are selling is good. So imagine if Instagram in a year came out with a service called Instagram Plus with a plus symbol. On the end, and say, okay, we're gonna verify you on Instagram, and you need to have like 3,000 followers minimum, which Twitter did not do. I suppose that was a better idea to do, like if Twitter said, okay, we're gonna verify you, but you need, and then many people gonna buy followers, because Musk is against bots. Like Spotify removed a lot of songs that they had artificial streams meaning the songs or the streams were bought. So my point is that, can other social media follow what Twitter did, the subscription model? I was watching the Netflix show Playlist on it's about Spotify, how it's like the Facebook movie but for Spotify. So basically in 2004, 2003, 2002 and 2000s, Napster, LimeWire, Pirate Bay was occupying the industry. All the record companies could not make money. And after Spotify and all that streaming services, now record labels, billions streaming. They make billions. Even TikTok is making billions, and record labels don't make. TikTok is on track to earn 12 billion this year, and record labels want a bigger cut of the action. So if you ask me, every social media will follow what Musk did. And what Musk used, he used the verified card. And I know you're gonna say that you don't care about getting verified on Twitter, but see this shit right here, like someone replied to me about something I replied to Donald Trump's son, and I don't want to see that shit. I want to tag with a person with no photo, so I go to verified. Okay, there's nothing to see here. Here you can see verified profiles. Well, this is good because look, I can, because I'm verified, I can write a tweet to the guy that made Spotify and suggest that maybe Spotify needs to add the option for artists to re-add song credits. Like here, look, my most popular song doesn't have the credit produced by because I forgot to put it. So let's say if Spotify came up with the site or someone that said, okay, we're gonna make a site that's gonna add credits. And I think I wrote to the guy that made Spotify, that Daniel Ek, that I think if you pay for Music X Mats, you get that. You can Music X Mats is a site that gets lyrics to Spotify from your songs, and people can view the lyrics on their Spotify, even Apple Music. They distribute the music on Apple Music and stuff. And okay, it says credits. See here. Look, it says. Let's do a test, okay? Like, I have updated the site. Said add or verify your role in the songs you worked on. Okay, I said a Greek song of mine. I said I'm a composer and a producer. It says verified. I did it a while ago. So if we go on Spotify, I think I remember I hadn't put producer credits. Not this one, the first version. See, produced by, it isn't there. It isn't distributed on Spotify. The metadata isn't there. So that I was talking about. So all these things, like take time. Like if you watch the playlist on Netflix, all these things that I'm pitching now take time. Like for example, Venice Music, which is a distributor, they have YouTube Content ID at first. They were charging $60 a year and $500 a year. What YouTube Content ID is, when you go, YouTube Content ID basically makes you money. Okay, that's the general idea of it. So when you go to a famous song, let's say Eminem most famous song, Lose Yourself, okay, and you go on YouTube and go under the description and when it says music, I don't know if it's showing you. Lose Yourself instrumental, Eminem, Lose Yourself licenses. So it's basically a licensing system. It's by Universal Music Group. And like a friend was asking me, how does my distributor, how does Venice knows when I upload a song? How do they know that song is by me? Like, they don't. Like I could have stolen the song from like this guy did. Like, look, I had put a free beat on YouTube in 2017 or something, and I used to put free beats, like just for artists, free beats. And then I decided, let's copyright that shit so we can make money, like. And then someone I saw in 2017 took that beat. This guy right here, Black my side. This guy took this beat and distributed it, and he made it his own. Look. And I know what you're gonna tell me, that he used the same sample, he used the same drums, but he used everything. Like if you hear my version, and because I have the song license, that's how I found him. I make money from his shit. This is my beat. Look, he doesn't have the vocals, the ooh ooh ooh, because I think I'm not sure though. I had put the stems. The stems is every instrument separate, so he removed the voices. But everything else is the same. So another guy on and YouTube took my beat. Let's see, which beat was it? I'm gonna walk you through it. It was have my history here of my videos that I watched. It's yeah, SK Beats. I remember what it's called. He's called. And that guy that so you now has many beats of mine. Like has a whole album with beats of mine. You know. SK Beats. Look. SK Beats. Okay, here's the guy. I was even subscribed to him. I don't know why. So you know, I'm doing this because if you're an artist and looking for beats on BeatStars, you know, like not even distributed music. Like BeatStars, a platform where they sell beats. The beat can be stolen, and you pay $100 or $20 for a beat that's stolen. Like this guy, like 5 years ago, made this upload, one of his first uploads. This is my beat. But you know, other people use the same sample, so this person right here used the same sample. So who knows, maybe they found the same sample as me, maybe they found the same directory with the samples, and it was a whole coincidence that everyone used the same sample, you know, because I did not make the sample, I found the sample. But then the next beat, I don't have this copyrighted. It's from 2017. I don't remember exactly which beat, to tell you the truth, but I remember why I made this beat. He added more stuff.
Purchase your tracks today.
You know, you can say that I use samples, loops, but you know, like if you're doing hip hop, if you're not doing classical music, even if you're doing pop, everything is samples. You know, like a few artists don't use samples. Like if 60% of the music now, 70% is samples. The mainstream. I'm not talking about artists like me that are the mainstream. Another beat.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
And he maybe someone, you know, like can find my channel or find the sample, or maybe not find my channel, just find the sample I found. And is it legal to use the sample? Yeah, if it's royalty free. If it's not Madonna or Lady Gaga, the sample, you know. Let's go to the 2017 beats of mine. Let me tell you a more reasonable explanation. So I made this beat in 2008, okay? And this Greek guys took the beat after years ago. This is exactly the beat I made in 2008 and uploaded on YouTube. Like in I put on YouTube on 2018. I did not copyright it back then. Says free because basically it's free for YouTube, but for artists to rap. But if you want to distribute it, you have to buy a license. It's not free for producers to take it and call them their own. Look, it says produced by Corrupt Beats and Litsira. It's the same beat as mine. So they call it their own, and they're selling this beat. So if an artist says, okay, I wanted this beat, then he makes a song and I take the royalties from him, he's gonna assume that I stole the beat. So to answer my friend's question, it's a shit show. It's a shit show. You can be the best producer and don't use samples and make music and copyright it, distribute it, put beats online. People gonna steal your shit. People gonna try to sample you. Even if you don't use samples, people gonna use you as a sample. And what that has to do with Twitter verification and paid services, like when I mentioned Venice, I told Venice to have content ID. They did not have content ID. For artists like me, they have content ID for artists like Kota the Friend, which he has millions of streams, so they make it available now. I could have done the same thing to Dido. Dido. If you use Dido, you have to email them every time you wanna have content ID. But I don't wanna be the bad guy that tweets the CEO of Spotify. But that's more important. I don't wanna be that guy that. Do I have to email Dido and say to them, look, when you distribute a song on a different platform, you can have content ID without requesting it? Why nobody else thought of that? Why I have to do it? Okay, Venice is a new company. Dido is from 2005. Why I have to do it? And look, companies that lost billions due to Twitter blue ticked chaos. So it says that companies lost a lot of money. And then Elon Musk tweeted that Twitter had the most traffic from all time. And you know why companies lost a lot of money? Because it's the stock market. Stock market crashes every now and then. That's nothing new. They got scared. They got scared that someone is gonna impersonate George Bush and say, I miss killing, what he used to do. It happened. Someone was impersonating George Bush and was talking with another politician and saying, I miss killing people in the Middle East, and that's bad for. I mean, we know what George Bush did, but that's bad for the platform, Twitter platform, And then if I tweet something to someone like Donald Trump's son, someone can say, we all know how fraudulent the Democrat government is. They triggered the Ukrainian war so that they have a means of diverting tax papers, public funds. That war shouldn't have happened in the first place. They are now using the war to steal billions of dollars from Americans. So that war shouldn't have happened in the first place. So what war should have happened? Tell me. What war in the history of mankind should have happened? What war has solved? And this guy replying to me saying stuff, I don't know what he's talking about, Basically, the politics on Twitter are saying that America is losing money, but people are losing their lives. That's what the war is about. People are losing their lives, people are losing their lives, and that's why war sucks, and wars in general suck, and wars shouldn't happen. And that's my ending for the video, okay? And I hope I see Instagram next year having a subscription service to get verified. Because back in 2010 we used to rent DVDs. We didn't have Netflix. Back in 2005 we used to rent videotapes. We didn't have DVDs. Back in the 90s, like, it was a different story. So every decade, every business idea, every something is gonna make people scared, gonna make people hesitate, gonna make people meme on you. So that's all for me. Peace.